What's cracking, people? Angelic Mayhem here. Welcome to Today in Gaming for Tuesday, June the 18th, 2013. And I got a couple stories for you here. First and foremost, the game that you're watching in the background is Torchlight, which is available for free for the next 48 hours. That includes today and tomorrow, Wednesday the 19th. And this is part of the GOG.com No DRM Summer Sale. Every year they have a big bash where they give away a bunch of games at discounted rates. And to kind of draw attention to that and get people excited, they're giving away Torchlight, the first one, for free. So all you have to do is go to GOG.com, you log in, and you pick Torchlight, and boom, there you go, you're off and playing. Torchlight was one of my favorite games. I actually used to play it on Xbox Live, but now that I have it on my PC, it runs fantastically, and I really like the interface. It was originally a PC game, and it was ported to Xbox, and the interface was all right. You know, you could play the game, and it was good. I enjoyed that game. But it's a lot better on the PC. So this is definitely something you should check out if you were into Torchlight. And if you've never played Torchlight, I would highly recommend that you check out anybody's review video. And then, you know, because it was really well received. Pool Nation is a game that's coming out to the PlayStation Network on June the 25th. That is next Tuesday. Now think pool like billiards. Unlike most free pool games, this is a 3D game, and it has a lot of very stylized play to it. All the balls are, you know, like very graphically enhanced, and you know, there's a lot of lighting effects and things like that. So this is definitely something you're going to want to check out if you are part of the PlayStation Network. Now, sadly, I am not on the PlayStation Network yet, though I fully plan to be when the PlayStation 4 comes out. But for right now, I'm just going to have to wait on that, so I'm bookmarking this one for later. But you can check out the trailer on YouTube. I'll add a link to the description below, and you can have a look. Alright, a couple weeks ago, I reviewed Pinball FX2, which is a game from Zen Studios. And at the time, I was very critical of the fact that basically the game was a demo, and in order to actually play pinball for any length of time, more than, say, 2 minutes, you actually had no choice but to download one of their packs. And the packs were, you got 4 tables for what I believe was $8.99 at the time. I don't know what it is now. Well, Zen Studios apparently heard a lot of criticism about this, and they are launching a brand new and free table, one table, that you can play for as long as you want. And it's called the Sorcerer's Lair, and it will be out on Friday. So for those of you who have Pinball FX2, either, you know, load it up and, you know, you're playing it, or if it was something that you took a look at but you didn't enjoy or whatever, you may want to reconsider it just to check out the new table and see if it's something that you like. Now, in other news, most of you will know that I was a big Mars Warlogs fan. I played a lot of that game and enjoyed it a lot. It was one of my favorite games of the year so far. Well, there was a large amount of criticism based around the audio of the game, okay? Now, let me give you some background history here. The game was made by a company called Spider Studio, and Spider is they're a French company, all right? So the game, what they had to do was they wrote the game in French, and they recorded the French audio, and the whole thing was French. Then they translated it to English. Well, a lot of people who, you know, speak English naturally complained that the audio was a little stilted, and, you know, it wasn't really a good translation. So what Spider Studio has announced is that they are now going to be putting out a new update to the game that will automatically upgrade all of the audio in the game to a brand new and better audio. Now, I have mixed feelings about this. Positively, I think that it's a good thing that Spider Studios has reacted to, you know, a serious concern that was put out by some of their fans. However, I personally didn't have a problem with the audio. I thought it was perfectly fine. I had some issues with some of the gameplay elements, but, you know, for the most part, I thought the audio was all right. Well, to mandatorily have to download new audio files for the game is a little weird to me, because when you're playing a game, you kind of get used to the voice of the person who's like your main character. And in that game, you know, like you have this companion who follows you around everywhere, so you kind of get used to his voice. And I know for a fact that his voice, the companion, is one of the guys whose voice is about to be changed. So it's a little weird that you've been playing a game for, let's say, 12 or 15 hours, and then all of a sudden, all the people sound different. Like, I'm not sure how I feel about that. It's nice that certain people will feel a lot better about the game. And, who knows? I mean, maybe in the long run, it actually is just going to be better for everyone. But I think it's going to be like a really weird thing to have been playing the game for, what in my case was 10 hours. And then all of a sudden, like, the game just changes. So I'm kind of curious to hear what you guys had to say about that. If you have any sort of opinion or whatever, throw it in the comments below. And my final piece of news today is Hills of Glory 3D, which was a game that originally came out on iOS devices, but now is coming out for Windows 8. Now notice I did not say that it's coming out for PC. I said that it's coming out for Windows 8. That's a very specific thing that they said. So this game is basically a tower defense game. It's got a lot of humor to it, so it was very well received. I'm very interested to see how this game adapts to the PC, because it's the kind of game, I mean, I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with iOS devices. Most of these games are built for, using your finger and having to, like scroll across the screen and slide and do things like that. So I'm kind of curious to see how this game adapts to the PC market. I'm also a little concerned because, it says Windows 8. So if you have Windows 7, I'm guessing this game isn't going to work for you, which I find to be very odd. It also should be of interest to you that I am running on Windows 7, so I cannot play this game, apparently. So we'll see how that works out. I'm going to have a look at, at least the videos and the reviews and things like that to see, how this game finally gets ported over. But, a little weird. Windows 8 only. So, but anyway, I figured I'd let you know. That's the end of all the news that I have for today. So thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button or subscribe to my YouTube channel for more content like this in the future. I'm Angelic Mayhem, and I'll catch you next time.